Hi everyone, I'm Josh Thielen, host of your favorite information show here on Facebook and YouTube, What's the Mortgage Deal, episode 10. Again, the reason for us shooting these shows is to help mostly first-time home buyers in the area just gather some more information on credit, mortgages, mortgage financing, interest rates, appraisals, just really the real estate business in general, just helping folks getting some foundational information that can be useful, again, for the people that are going through this process for the first time and really looking for some guidance and some help and don't know exactly where to turn. So my followers hopefully are getting some things, some knowledge, some information out of watching these episodes. It's been fun doing them. Feel a little more comfortable and having some fun myself in disseminating this information out into the public, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So episode 10, the title, 3 Things All Parents Should Know. I could talk about credit and mortgage financing for an hour. My passion is really falls back on the credit aspect of the industry and really in life. I just feel like it's important. We're going to discuss why again today. And if you're a parent, 3 things that you can really focus on to set your kid off on the right path when it comes to credit in the world. We all know how important it is once you get out into the world and you start to want to buy a car and finance cars and get a phone and you're not asked for a deposit, or go to qualify for a mortgage and know that you can get the best rate and the best payment possible. So I thought I'd touch on 3 key factors that all parents should be thinking about and having in the back of their mind if they're have young kids or a child that's just about to be 16 or 17 or 18 and get out into the world and be able to actually use and benefit from having good credit. So let's start off. Number 1, start young. So here's some information for you. Now, we've talked about authorized users on some other videos. At 16, here's what I recommend. If you have a trade line as a parent that has 24 months worth of history on it, so again, revolving card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and you have at least 24 months worth of history, add your child onto that card. You don't have to give possession of a card over to them, so you're not giving them access to your credit or the credit line. You are just establishing a trade line on their report under their social security number, under their name and address, and when they turn 18, that scorecard from the credit bureaus will kick in and they will have established credit right at 18. Unbelievable. So at that point, they can then go and use the resources we're going to talk about below and establish their own 3 or 4 trade lines. And then they can get off your account as an authorized user, as simple as that. Call the company and request one that they get put on. You give them the information, they're added. It's relatively simple and takes very little time. And then it's very easy to also get them off of that trade line and that credit card as well. So again, 16, have 24 months worth of history on that card. That's what's optimal. At 18, their scorecard will kick in and they will have scores, which is fantastic, instead of the alternative, which we all know what that is. I don't have to describe that here today. Number 2, education. Just like any other good relationship, communication is key, right? So have conversations with your children. Talk to them about the importance of having good credit. And here are 3 things that I would recommend doing that will just protect your child from any identity theft possibilities out there. Number 1 crime in America, identity theft. And the number 1 way that these thieves get your information is by going through your trash and things that you throw away. So number 1 would be destroy and shred documents that have personal information on them. Very important that we get this across to our children and to our citizens, because that's the number 1 way people are actually stealing identities today. 2, password protect your computer and devices. As technology becomes more and more prevalent in our society, make sure that we're portraying to our children the importance of password protecting their phones and their iPads and their tablets. Number 3, monitor your credit at least twice a year. We're going to talk about a couple sources you can do that below, but again, at least twice a year. The site that I recommend and pretty much everyone recommends in the industry is annualcreditreport.com. It's a free site. You can have your credit pulled once a year. For less than $10, you can actually see all 3 of your scores. And again, this is going to protect your kids, these 3 main things, from identity theft. Very, very, very important. So talk, educate them, and thirdly, resources. Okay, there are some fantastic resources online that folks don't know about. I just mentioned one, annualcreditreport.com is fantastic. They have a plethora of information ranging from what FICO means, how it was established, to credit cards, how to use them, things to watch out for on your credit. They have what different trade lines and how they affect your credit. There's just a ton of information on that site that parents and folks will find very, very helpful, especially in the education aspect of things. So creditcard.com is also an excellent site. Tons and tons of information there that is fantastic for young people as well as 40 or 50 year olds to check out, and there's always something to learn when it comes to credit and financing. So creditcard.com, you can actually choose the credit cards that are that you're most interested in when it comes to like cash back or low interest rates, or if you wanted low fees, annual fees. They have things that you can select, and you can they'll basically give you which cards are best fit for what you're most interested in credit cards. And then you can also go to the 3 bureaus, so TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Fantastic sites. You can actually monitor your credit from those sites. You don't have to use someone like Credit Karma or Credit Sesame, even though those are great resources that you could use. Those are best used for monitoring credit. Remember, the scores are not exactly what the FICO scores will be. They use the Advantage 3.0 system, and FICO is the Fair Isaac company. It's a different scoring model, but it'll give you an idea of where your scores are, and most importantly, help you monitor your credit. Okay, so start young, educate, communicate, talk to your children, and then use the resources available online. Okay, real quick, inside the numbers, why is it so important? You have a young person just starting off in life. You want to give them every advantage as possible. So here's some quick math. Good credit. You go to get a car, $20,000 loan, 4 years, 2.9%. Pretty typical for today. The payment would be $442. You're paying $21,216 for that debt, for that car. Someone with poor credit, maybe you'll get financing, but it's at 10.9%. That payment's $516 a month. Difference of $74 a month. And that's $3,552 over the course of 4 years. That's money that your child could be using for something else, hopefully not drinking and partying, but a lot of money and a big difference. And you, of course, want your child to be have the best position possible. So pay attention to what I'm talking about, have good communication with them, and hopefully they can come out and qualify for a car at the 2.9, not the 10.9. And again, these are just today's interest rates. On a home, $150,000 mortgage, 30 years, someone with good credit to great credit, so let's say 5% your rate. Your payment, your principal and interest would be $820. Not so good, maybe your rate's just a point higher. So just let's go to 6%. 6% instead of 5%. Payment is $96 more a month, and that's a difference of $34,560 over 30 years, just in one percentage rate. So I hope some of this information helped today. Again, we're just trying to be a little bit better than we were the day before here on What's the Mortgage Deal. Have a fantastic, fantastic day, and thanks for watching.